Hello everyone, I'm Mefesto, and it's been a while. And today I am bringing you a Yu game from my live stream. Thankfully, I have a lot of battles stacked up from my live stream. And this is a game against Pieceofpwned, and as I said, Yu. So let's get this started. Empoleon lead from my side. He has a Togekiss lead. He's just gonna paralyze my Empoleon right off the bat as I'm just gonna set up the rocks. Now I'm gonna go for the Ice Beam here as he switches into Mamoswine, and Mamoswine does have the thick fat. But I think by the damage, I'm going to say this particular one doesn't, because it did quite a bit. I don't have any special attack investment. Now I'm going to switch into my physical wall, anticipating the Earthquake, but he does go for the Stone Edge. I guess it is better just because it's on stab, and it is going to do less to Dusclops. Now, I was, like, the last thing you would go into on a Dusclops is a Togekiss. Well, not really though, but I just wanted to get some damage on the Mamoswine or slash anything that came in after it. But, you know, that's not the case. I'm going to switch in my Snorlax. He's going to paralyze me. Now I'm going to predict the switch into Registeel and double switch back into my Machamp because I do not have Fire Punch in my Snorlax. Well, because I have Crunch instead. Now, he's going to set up the rocks as I set up a substitute on the Registeel. I'm going to go for the Dynamic Punch, and I am going to get a critical hit, which did not matter. Well, in my eyes, it did not matter, but again, like, well, he could have gotten, like, what's the name, Confusion Hacks. He could have gotten stopped by the Confusion Hacks, hit himself, and it's fucking Confusion, so it was basically a game with luck. So, yeah, it did not matter, and period. So, yeah, goes into Togekiss, breaks my sub. I'm just gonna Stone Edge. I cannot miss because of my no guard ability. So, yeah, Machamp is gonna kill the Togekiss, and Machamp is so good in Yu, it's not even funny. It's just like a fucking boss. It rapes shit with a substitute up. Now, he goes into Honchkrow. I'm just gonna switch into my Empoleon on the Brave Bird because I want to rack up some recoil and hopefully Life Orb damage, and he does have Life Orb, so that's good. Now, I want to switch into my Dusclops. I want to scout for Superpower. If he has the Superpower, then he doesn't have the Moxie ability. But if he doesn't have Superpower, I might be in a bit of trouble because Moxie can why can't I say this word? Wreck. Right? Okay, can wreck my team. Now he's gonna get a crit on the Brave Bird on my Dusclops, which did matter, but in the end it was like it just lowered the score, all I can say. So I'm gonna go into my Shaman, just finish him off with the Hidden Power Ice. I do believe I'm Choice Scarfed. Now he goes into Darmanitan. Fuck. I forgot those names. Now I'm gonna switch into my Empoleon basically as a fodder. But he does go for the U-turn, so whatever, doesn't matter in the long run. So he goes into Mamoswine. I do not have the Aqua Jet. Aqua Jet would have been good in Torrent range. Finish that bitch. But he goes for Earthquake, kills me, EQ to the face. He doesn't have... Okay, I don't see any items, so I'm like... maybe, like, banded. And he is probably banded indeed, because if he was Life Orb, he would have stayed in and gone for Ice Shard. Now, I'm going to go for the Earth Power. I really don't know why, because I didn't think he would switch into Saptile at this point. But I can go into my Snorlax, it's not a problem. He goes for the Hidden Power. If it is Ice, I have Thick Fat, so irrelevant in any shape or form. Is that even a phrase? I don't know. He's going to miss the Focus Blast. I'm going to return him, almost kill him. And you will see that kind of the Life Orb, not Life Orb miss, Focus Blast miss kind of mattered because see how much a Leaf Storm did. And Focus Blast is super effective, so probably would have done a little bit more. But again, he was in Overgrow range. Never mind, I'm just only noticed that he was in Overgrow range. So yeah, maybe it did not matter. He's going to go for the Icicle Spear instead of Icicle Crush, which I did not understand. But I do have the Thick Fat again, so I'm just going to take it like a champ, hit him back with a freaking return, and that is GG for him, except for he has this Darmanitan. I do believe it's Choice Scarfed, because he doesn't kill me, and I have Thick Fat again for this Flare Blitz, which is pretty funny because I survived it because of the Thick Fat. Because yeah, Snorlax is a powerhouse indeed. In Yu it is just too good. So I'm going to go into Shaman to clean up the field with an Earth Power from the Earth. And this is going to be the game. I hope you enjoyed this game. It was kind of like one-sided, but you know, a good battle a day keeps the doctor away, or it is an apple. Whatever. Yeah, probably an apple. I'm stupid. Anyway, check out my formspring, and yeah, so subscribe. I'm Mefesto.